Welcome back to another day on the Lorcana Pixelborn client. Today we're going to be running a Steadfast deck. So a couple of days ago I posted a video, my bouncy deck, and as it turns out, Steadfast is working on a very similar list. So I want to run his list today and kind of compare it to my list. There's a couple of changes in here. The number one thing that I noticed, there's a lot less bounce mechanic, which I think is really funny that he would still call it, you know, a bounce aggro deck. There's a lot less bounce. We're still running Mother Knows Best. We're still running a couple of befuddles, not nearly as much as I think I was running all 4 befuddles, just because they also make for great inkable cards when they're useless later in the game. But a lot of his list is on the creature focus. The only thing that's really bouncing is the genie down here. When you play genie, you can return chosen character to their player's hand, and yeah, there's a so I'm interested to see how his list plays out. I think it's more on the aggro side, subtle on the bouncy side, but we're gonna run it. Before we jump into the games, this Thursday, I haven't decided on the time yet, so help me out. Let me know in the comments. This Thursday, I'm gonna be doing a live stream on YouTube. I've been getting a lot of great feedback from you guys in the comments about, you know, how you would have played things, where my mistakes were in the game, those sorts of things. It'd be awesome to have you guys all come out for a live stream, and we can play the games live together, and in that way, hopefully we can get some really good feedback on it. Now, I will say, I am on Pacific time, which means, you know, when it's 10 o'clock for me, it's 3 o'clock on the East Coast. I do have to pick up my son from school at 3:15, so I don't want it to be so early on a Thursday that people are working and can't make it. But how late do you guys want to go? Because I would have to either leave at 3, or I'll be back at like 3:45ish, and then I can stream pretty much all night from that point forward. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you guys like to see for what time for the stream. And remember, 3 o'clock for me is 6 o'clock on the East Coast. So it's getting a little late. 4 o'clock is going to be 7 o'clock. Let me know. Let's jump into some games. I'll be reminding you guys every video until then. So it's just going to be like 2 or 3 videos between now and then. But let's jump into some games and see if we can't pick up a few. Nice, going first. I do love going first. So I get a lot of comments on, why would you keep this in your opening hand? Why would you get rid of it? Genuinely, all these decks, every day I play a new deck, I really don't know what hands I should be getting rid of. So I'm just kind of taking my best guess here. I see we got a turn 1 play. I know the deck's kind of more on the aggro side, so I'm thinking Olaf's good. Our turn 3 is pretty cluttered, so we're going to end up trashing one of the cats to the inkwell. Rafiki's really good about being aggressive on our opponent's board. So, yeah, you guys keep giving me a lot of great feedback when I return to the decks. Hopefully I'll have a lot more reliability. Like, I've learned, I used to ink this card all the time, never inking it again. So let's see here. Let's, yeah, one of the cats is going to go for sure. I don't like seeing 2 non-inkables in my opening hand. But, yeah, here we go. I took my day off, or I got off work last night, and put together like 3 or 4 decks, if you count this list, which I didn't put together myself. Let's see. I think I want to have Jasper or Rafiki on turn 3, so I'm going to get rid of another cat. And we'll play out a Meg. Meg's really good for the aggressive play, but our opponent didn't play anything, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna quest here. Try to take an early lead. So last after I put together a few of the decks, I threw them on the client and I ran a few of them. Some of them are rough. I'm glad I'm getting an opportunity to play the decks before putting them on screen, because it's allowing me to make a few changes before they go live. Hopefully that'll improve a lot of our consistency. Yeah, I'll gladly have a Rafiki take that out. Definitely want to get my turn 3 down though. I think my turn 3 will be Jasper. That way Jasper can sing the friends. And Rafiki can attack the Flynn. Our opponent is playing a very At least it's the same colors. I wonder if it's the same deck. Could be the same deck. Oh, I do like to see that. Alright, we're gonna sing this guy with Jasper. I think we're gonna ink another cat here. Possibly looking at a turn 5 double play instead of Cusco. Now we are opening ourselves up to having their Rafiki trade with our Rafiki. That's fine. Definitely want to keep friends. I do want to keep Cusco too. I guess we're going to give up Flynn. That's fine with me. Now Meg is open for Jasper to just take it out, but I think that'll be fine. Alright. What his opponent got? Could be playing the decks horribly. I'm used to that. You guys are probably used to that by now. That's the downside with picking up decks that either just get built the night before or are loosely based off of something else going on right now. Not 100% sure how to play them. And I remembered to put the camera right this time. I think my entire last video, I want to say it was yesterday's video, I completely forgot to yeah, they are playing a bouncy list. Completely forgot to attack the Jasper here? Or do I just quest? Completely forgot to change my camera back. I'm never sure which one's the best play. Cusco or Mad Hatter. Cusco's really strong. Let's see, and our opponent's not playing a lot of in the removal. So Cusco's demanding attacks anyway, so the ward's not doing a lot of heavy lifting. So I think Mad Hatter in this case is better because it's likely to just be attacked. And then if I were them, I would, if Jasper's not going to attack anything, I would definitely quest and force the Mad Hatter to go into combat. Well, it doesn't have to go into combat, it just can't quest. Yep, that's exactly what I would have done as well. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Should we just remove the Jasper? Thinking I just want to sing. And we'll sing with the Hatter, because he can't do anything else really. And at this point, the Befuddle doesn't do a ton. Let me know if you guys get rid of the Befuddle like I do. After, you know, turn 6, feels like Befuddle's kind of a dead card. So I could quest for 3 here, but then I'm racing against 4, and Jasper's keeping our Mad Hatter locked down. Not gonna keep Cusco locked down though. And I'm not worried about board wipes, so I feel like we run out another Olaf, to be honest. Just go wide. Force our opponent to have to make some trades. Again, might not be the best move, but that's what I'm gonna do. Can Mother's Oath best be sung? Yes, it can. Okay. Alright, opponent's gotta make some decisions here. What do they want to do? Genie for the bounce. That's one way to deal with that. Jasper can't target the Cusco. And our opponent's getting head on card draw. We've been playing a lot more aggressively. I drew a bunch of cards. Really? I guess it's not much. Yeah. It's not much better. Play out a second Cusco, make things difficult. Do I just bounce the Jasper and force him to replay it? It's not super aggressive right now. There's like, he doesn't have great targets because you can't get the Cuscos. Might see some attacks here. Do we just rebounce the Genie? Genie's such an expensive play. I think I am. I'm gonna bounce the Genie. Alright, I'm gonna have you sing it. I'm gonna bounce the genie. It's, for me, it's fine. It's worth that they're gonna bounce something again. If it ties up their whole turn, that's good for us. We got a couple of Cuscos that they have to deal with. They can't really target. So we might see both these characters attacking our Cusco. Play a genie, bounce something else. That still gives us 6 quests. It's pretty aggressive. We're lucky we're playing against a deck that doesn't thrive on removal. Going first in the mirror match is probably incredibly potent as well. Going second. Watch it be the mirror match and we just get trounced on. Okay, well, I do got my turn 1, turn 2, turn 3s. We'll likely dump Jasper in this case, because Maleficent will draw a card. Maybe should have given up the Mother Knows Best and tried to go for the friends on the other side. It's probably what I should have done. Is Jasper stronger than the cat? The questing is so strong and it removes a character. And I made a fatal mistake again. I didn't see what they inked. So I lost some information there. I'm so focused on trying to talk about what the game plan is, I'm missing what they're doing. So we got some Amber. Man, is it Amber and Steel? I think I'm going to give up the Mad Hatter this time around. Give him the boost that he doesn't need. Now, right now, if it's Steel, I'm favoring the big butt on the cat. Ah, green, okay. They're very aggressive. Alright. Don't feel like I need the cat nearly as much now. Gotta be careful with damage, too, because then they... Like this turn, the Cheshire Cat could technically attack Meg, get the 2 damage, and they play a Rapunzel. We're just gonna do it, we're just gonna be aggressive. Taking a lead. And our points are, our questing points are a bit higher than our opponents at the moment. Gotta start being a little bit more careful though. Rafiki's really good. Do I take out that Hans? Trade the Rafiki? So I'm thinking we can either sing the song, bounce the Hans, play the Rafiki and the Pascal, trade the Rafiki. And then we're still open for quests. It's probably better. Hurts to ink a second Hans. It really does. Gonna go for it here. Opponent's gonna go up 5 points, up to 12. That's big. That is big. Gonna bounce the Mad Hatter, I think. I can sing song it with Maleficent, so that's good. I think I'm gonna hold the Flynn just in case we need it for recovery. Let's see, they're gonna go up to 16, but they have to take us out, so they're not gonna go up to 16. Good news is they can only take 1 point away from us with the beast, so they need to play Genie. Ooh, did we just win? They can only go up to 16 if they quest, if they attack. Yeah, we're still gaining 6 and winning. There we go. Second victory. Climbing the ladder. Doing well. I like the aggro. I got another aggro list that I've been really liking too. Aggro's probably my best playstyle at the moment. Going second. Getting the curve the last 2 games has been actually really potent. I think my plan here is to give up the non-inkables and hope for a better curve. Oh, there we got the turn 1. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. Okay, we're playing against Steel. Steel's a little... We're gonna have to play a little bit more conservative, I think. We're gonna see a lot more removal. Captain Hook and Prince Eric are just so strong against aggro. This may... Oh, and of course they got the Prince Eric. This may not be the game for us. Megara's gonna be really strong here. I'm gonna give up a Hans because they have the creatures that can just deal with them. I'm gonna take the opportunity to have Megara allow Olaf to take out the Captain Hook. Megara coming in clutch right there. I expect Prince Eric to take us out in return. That leaves Eric open for Megara to remove him. Ah, Steel Song. We do need to get rid of that aerial. Okay, so I think this is the turn that we're playing. Playing the Jasper. Don't have any haste. I think we're going to be giving up Flynn here. Jasper's out there so he can sing the song. I'm thinking we're definitely going to have Jafar out. Just want something that can take out those aerials that isn't huge on questing. And keep my actual questers. It's too bad he doesn't have Rush. Rafiki right now would be sweet. It's not a Rafiki. Should have sang my song first. Definitely a mistake there. But we're gonna be fine. Jafar. Jafar will ideally take out the aerials. But in reality, Jafar will take out one aerial. Captain Hook will do the trade. So still a 2-for-1 in an ideal world. Don't forget our opponents have Smash. They have Grab Your Sword. They have potentially the Fire the Cannons, but I don't think their list runs Fire the Cannons. But you know, this is a random person who can make their own changes. They could still have it. Megara off the top would be really sweet too, because then we could take out both the aerials. Asking for too much. We're gonna do a double play this turn for sure. I don't attack the other aerial. But if they can't sing with it, I'll make sure they can't quest with it. And I think the double play is the way to go here. We are opening up ourselves for a really nice grab the sword. But it'll only take out one character, and then Captain Hook will trade with the other. That's the trade we expected. So we got our 2-for-1 with Jafar as expected. So far, so good. Problem is that our opponent can likely outpace us with card draw. Unless we can start drawing our friends on the other side. That's what it's called. Let's see. Am I gonna quest with Jafar, make the beast have to attack? Only option's Jafar. They don't have to attack, remember. They don't have to. They just can't quest. And then have a backup Jafar or Jasper to take out the beast. 2-for-1ing ourselves. don't think so. I think we're gonna go for Mad Hatter here. They will take Hans off the board. And I'm gonna force Ariel to again be the target because I know they want to attack with Beast. And Beast will take out Hans here for sure. Can't see them not doing it. And then at that point, I think Pascal's the one. Hopefully they don't got Rapunzel, because that's what we've opened ourselves up to. Oh, we're gonna see a grab sword. Oh, fire the cannon. Oh, so they do run it. They have changed up the list a little bit. Alright, definitely taking out both Ariel and Beast here. Not even gonna think about it. Just gonna do it. Try to press my advantage. I'm gonna go with the Cusco. Ideally, we'll get to being able to double cast. Another Beast. It's a good likely top deck from them. When you play this character, and whenever you quest, chosen opposing gains Reckless. So if I quest with Cusco, Beast takes it out, and then I still have to deal with the Beast. But I do want to take out Ariel. Am I going to press my advantage here? Take out Ariel? I think so. I'm trying, at this point, I'm trying to have card advantage and keep the board clear. Oh, there goes my card advantage play. That's unfortunate. Very well timed, you have forgotten me. Alright, Beast takes out Cusco. John Silver takes out Beast. Oh no, it doesn't. I keep forgetting Cusco has a removal ability. I always forget about it. Alright, we're gonna hold on to Rafiki. We're gonna see a big tink here. Yes, we are. Yeah, I'll just bounce it for now. Yeah, we're gonna take more points of damage, but John Silver at that point was already trading no matter what. Tink again. Oh, did we just bounce it again? Brutal. Yeah, I'll just keep bouncing it. At this point, like I said, John Silver just and I'm gonna go for the quest. Big tink again. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Mother knows best again. Why aren't my cards tapping? Uh-oh. No! Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the John Silver trigger was going on. That was the issue. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce it again. Brutal. We might rank up this video. I've been enjoying being able to go second and still pull out victories has been nice. Okay, so we got our turn 1, turn 2, got a good solid turn 3 choices. Some sing-songs. Good curve again. Okay, so they're playing removal. So Befuddle probably instantly is not good. I'm guessing they're gonna be running Ruby. I'm guessing Amethyst is the other color. Ooh, they're going for the this is the deck that should ideally be good against the evasive deck. I have a couple of these lists out there. Well, second one's coming. I've done some tweaking. We got another list coming. Yeah, I'm likely gonna pitch both of these if I'm being honest. Jasper and Megara, to be clear. Comes all the removal. It's good to get it out of their hands, though. Alright, the thing we're gonna likely start seeing next is gonna be board wipes and play with fires. That's the other one. I think I'd rather see a play with fire hit Tinkerbell here. Do I just sing song away the Tinkerbell? I feel like I do. Keep him off of Big Tink. We got a Dragonfire. Smash. Yeah, the Ruby Steel is potent for removal. It's pretty much nothing but removal. I'm gonna go for Mad Hatter. He's not ideal. Hans is maybe the one I wanted to play. But more smashes is bad. Obviously, in an ideal world, I'll get all my characters down, they can't deal with it, and I'm gaining a ton of lore. That's not gonna happen. Ooh, brutal. But they are down to their last card. Is it gonna be a board wipe? I'm not gonna commit heavily to the board. Do I just play another creature in quest, or do I bounce the Tink? Decisions. Because I could play the Mad Hatter or the Hans, sing the song, then Tink comes back down, does 1 damage to everything again. Didn't get much value out of my Hans. Only doing 3 damage to Tink is not good enough. I'll have to trade another creature for it. I think I'm just gonna quest, allow the opponent to get the 3 damage on their Tink. So I'm gonna be racing ahead while they're focused on removal, which incidentally will damage their creatures. I'm sure I'll get comments about it. Oh, brutal. Their top deck. Our opponent's top decking lately has just been spot on. Rather be able to take out the big Tink, I think, than bounce it. Don't like having both of these. Dump the fire again. Oh, Rafiki's good. If I bounce the Captain Hook to get more stuff back. Definitely gonna allow Rafiki here to trade with Bell. Tinkerbell. And if I quest here, then Captain Hook just takes him out. Oh, brutal. The big butts, man, they're killing me. And I cannot lie. That's the one issue with this deck. I can't. Why don't you hit four butt or bigger? It's brutal. We're actually gonna lose a game. It was bound to happen. No deck has a 100% win rate. I think the game's over. I just don't boast any removal, except for bouncing. And these are terrible bounce targets. It just lets them get all their removal back. And then I still have to deal with these guys. Alright, I think the game is over. Good job, opponent. I ain't gonna play it all the way through. Dang, we were so close to the rank up. Go Going first. To be fair, aggro deck's biggest weakness is just nothing but non-stop removal, and our opponent had that. So, you know, can't complain too much. I think I'm gonna pitch the silver and the Jafar. Cusco. I don't need 2 Olafs. I'm hoping to fill out the curve. 1, 2, into a 3. Oh, there's a 3. Prefer to sing it, but there's a 3. Debating if Olaf or Pascal is better. I think ultimately, because I don't know what my opponent's playing, Pascal's the better choice for the opportunity to have the evasive and being able to get that free quest point in every turn. Removal for my opponent. Great. Yep. We're in a bad boat again. I don't know if the creator of this has a solid understanding of matchmaking, but he does a good job. It feels like whatever I play against the decks that can beat me. Yup, this will be brutal. I think I'm just gonna bounce the character here. Try to press my advantage. Oh, dang, the same ruby steel removal. The big butts. That's why I kept the Jafar as a just in case. I wouldn't be surprised if Tink attacks here. I got enough cards that pitching one to get rid of Flynn isn't a terrible plan. Yep. Would have done the same thing. I'm gonna go for the Cusco here because of the ward, and he's got a ton of removal, and it's still early enough that we're not gonna see a board wipe for a few turns. So I could get some good Cusco quests in before he's gone. Ah, never mind. We're gonna get 1 Cusco quest. Dang. Evasive isn't good either because they just have Smash. At least Cusco will take Maui off the board. Dang, yeah. Pairing against this deck again was brutal. Is this the same opponent? It's so hard to tell when they don't give themselves names. Now they play something, so when I quest with Mad Hatter dies. Let me guess, a Tink? Captain Hook. Gonna get backfire the cannon? Yep. It's a good top deck. We're gonna see the board wipe. If he quests, it's a board wipe, right? It's a different kind of board wipe. Didn't want me to draw the card, I see. I think I still play Rafiki, I just don't attack with it because Cusco will force the removal on the Captain Hook. Assuming they don't just remove it. They could just still have a grabbed swords. Yeah, it's a Maui. I'm happy to take out either one, honestly, but it's brutal both ways. Keep drawing like a champion. Keep drawing like a champion. It's not bad. Not the best, but it's not bad. Oh, I'll take that. Pump up the Rafiki. Trade with the Hook. Now I got slight advantage. I have things in play. They only got the... Well, now they have 2 cards in hand. Board wipe. Oh, a whole new world! And that puts me on the lore. Or the ink. Gotta be expecting removal though. Okay, we gotta play this careful because I would still expect the board wipe. Alright. Let's ink something. I know I could sing the song here. I'm thinking the race is just a little bit better. I want to give my opponent a reason to do a board wipe on stuff that I'm not terribly concerned about. Let's see, I'm on +3 right now. Prince Eric will take something out. They're only +1. That's gonna bring me to 17, so I want to have 3 points. So if I play Hans, I will very likely force the board removal. I don't want to do that, I don't think. I want to play slow and steady. I want them to have to make plays that they're not excited about. There's a board removal. It's not the board removal I was expecting. Should have had it in mind though. How many of those are gone now? 2? There's still 2 more in the deck likely. At least 1 more. Got another 2 damage spell. And they got big dragons that they've been inking. How many big dragons are left? I could play 3 cards. I want them to be fairly large butts. Jasper, Cat, Meg. Meg doesn't have a big butt, it's just efficient. Do I still run it out? I don't think we run it out. I don't want to give them more stuff. I don't want them to be 3 for 1. I think I'm definitely questing here. I'm gonna force Tink to attack. Just to keep them off of lore, I think. Because it doesn't matter who attacks, they're gonna take out Jasper. So yeah, I'm gonna go after the one, make it so it can't quest. Do I just run out of John Silver here? Or do I go big? Do I just go for it? Could always run out of Cusco as well. Cusco and Meg. Cusco's a lot harder to deal with. I think if we do John, keep them off of questing, they have to keep attacking. I'll get an opportunity to quest with him. That'll put us very close, where Cusco will demand another form of removal. I could still ink. I think I will, and draw some cards. Keep my advantage as much as possible. At this point, I'm just worried about... I know they got the removal. I know they can do it. So my goal is to try to eke out as much questing as I can. Make it difficult for my opponent. Okay, there's the big dragon. We knew that there were some of them in the deck. I think that's the 3rd one. I think 2 of them are in the inkwell. And then Tink doesn't have to do anything. I run out of Hans and a Jasper. So I don't want to open myself up to the big board wipe. I don't want to lose a Cusco and a Hans in the same go. Then again, taking out their board probably isn't the worst thing, and I gotta follow up Cusco. Perhaps that's the way to do it. Oh, but Hans just dies to Smash. So perhaps it's Cusco and Jasper. That way they don't just die to Smash. My opponent has to do something big. I'm sure they got a Dragonfire, possibly another Maleficent. It'd be brutal to see all 4 of their Maleficents in the top 30. There's the Dragonfire. Okay. +6 here is not enough for them to secure victory by just questing with everything and questing next turn. So they have to play something else out. Worth at least 2. That's only 1. Now they can attack into this one. I think if I play the second Cusco, I am kind of forcing them to do the board wipe. It's the only way to deal with everything and not lose. Here comes all the quests. This should put them at 19. If they do all the quests, it's got to be the board wipe, right? Does the Tink attack? There's the last quest. There's the board wipe. Okay, so we did force the board wipe. Tie game. Alright, here's the tricky bit. If I run out something and they remove it and play something, we're pretty much dead in the water. If I run out multiple things, they can board wipe and then still possibly play a thing. I just need something to survive. And I'm gonna sing-song this. Aha, okay, Genie will keep us in the game. Alright, so we're looking at a board wipe, and then they play a creature. Then we can Genie bounce their creature, and hopefully that'll be enough to secure us the victory. Okay, well they still got 6. Losing the Genie's brutal. Perhaps this is where Befuddle will come in clutch. I imagine our opponent, they still got to remove our threats. There's the smash. Do they have the fire the cannon? Do they have the fire the... Oh, they got the fire the cannons. Okay, well I can bounce Simba. Hopefully I don't have another 1-drop. Oh, they got another 1-drop. Okay, well I can bounce multiple things still. Again, want to be careful about board wipes, so I don't want to run everything out. But I want to have multiple threats. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's the way to play. It's got to be a Maleficent, a Pascal. And then bounce, bounce. We are in trouble, though. We are in a lot of trouble. Big butt on Jasper could be important. Evasive really isn't going to help us anymore, because by the time it's tapped, we've won. I'm expecting to grab your swords here. Dragonfire takes out 1, and they just need any other removal, and they're full of them. Okay. There's enough for the hook. I don't have double bounce. I don't have double bounce! Oh, man. What a good game. Sucks we're gonna lose it, but it was a good game. Alright, here's our only hope. Draw another bounce. Draw another bounce! We drew another bounce, but we can't play both of them! No! Oh, man. I'm 1 ink short. I am 1 ink short. One ink. Oh man. Alright, I'll let my opponent snag the victory. 1 ink. What a fisticuffs game. They know they got it, so play it. Show me their hand. What a fisticuffs game. Back and forth slugging. That's the deck we're probably weakest against. We came that close. That's pretty cool. What would I change? I sat here for about 5 minutes thinking about it. What would I change? And honestly, I don't think I have changes for it right now. There just isn't enough options out in this game, in this one set, to make a big difference. I mean, the only thing that really comes to mind is instead of bouncing stuff, is having removal. But these colors don't really boast removal. The issue with bouncing something is, of course, your opponent gets to keep it, and they can play it again, and you have to deal with it again. When we have the really big butts we had to fight against, 4 or higher, a lot of the times it was, I can't really deal with that. I can put it back in their hand with Mother Knows Best, but when they have a big butt like that, Befuddle's not going to work anymore. And bouncing a big butt is a temporary solution. They're just going to replay it. As you saw, we just kept bouncing that Tink, and that won us that game, but they were able to keep replaying Tink and just spreading damage over and over again. Like, they just probably needed one really clutch draw that they didn't get, then they would have won that game. So yeah, that would be the only changes I make, I think. The deck performs really well for aggro. The other change that I could make right now is not to the deck list, it's to how I play it. So I imagine if I played this deck for a few more hours consistently nonstop, I bet you I'd have a much firmer grasp of this deck. So I would encourage you guys to do that too. Take the deck and run it. Just run it over and over again until you really get the deck down. Really learn your opponent's decks, how they're going to function. That first game against Ruby Steel, brutal. Second game, a lot better because I had a better understanding of what to expect from it. And it came down to the wire there at the very end. Literally 19-19. So close. So yeah, that's probably the biggest change is how to play the deck, how to pilot it properly. And that's just going to take more experience with actually playing the deck. Fun list. The bounce, funny enough, did get used a lot despite there not being a lot of it. So really good job on Steadfast part. A lot of props. Like I don't know if he's inventing his own decks or if he's has help or what, but he's fantastic at deck building. So far, everything that he's built that I've played, I've liked it. Hasn't been perfect, but I've liked it. But that's gonna do it. Don't forget there's gonna be a live stream on Thursday. Again, let me know in the comments down below what time's gonna work best. Don't forget I'm on Pacific time, and we got the 3-hour difference for Eastern time, and I have to pick up my boy at 3. So very awkward timing right there. But that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Oh, I should have said it at the beginning of the video because nobody's watching right now. Hit the notification bell. I got like 1% of all my subscribers with the notification bell, which is awful. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.